hold me like that. And you should be, for this exercise, closer. Basically what you are doing is you are like a hook, like a fishing hook. You hook me on the wrist. The reason is because it's like a handcuff. Because the head is bigger, I don't have to use tension, it's caught. So this is just for management method. Because you are holding me, I don't have to worry about holding you. If I have to manage to hold you, my effort is diverted, so my body tenses up again. So this way you hold like this, like, yeah, that's it. So the more I pull, the tighter the grip, and I don't have to worry about it comes off or you won't let go. So this hold is very important. Secondly, I see some of you grabbing like this. Do not do that. But of course, 2 hands. In fighting situations, you can't say it has to be like this or that. But this is a training drill. If you're like this, watch. When you pull, his body is like this. I'm not. My energy is this way. He is holding this way. So there's a conflict. I cannot straighten things out. The idea is this training is to find the longest path to go through. So if he does this, he effectively, this is a 2-pane glass. He can stop the cold. So this is very good installation for my power. So we want this here, and you think you have power, but because of this connection, when I line up, because of this here, it goes right in here. So he actually is making it easier for me. So the other one is, this is good. If your foot is here, it will also work, but he makes it a little bit more difficult for me. Because this one has power, and I only penetrated half. Can you see the alignment? I only went here. That leg is not online. When it's not online, I have to do another move to go to this side to get it. So it's the exercise is not pure. We want a very simple exercise to repeat until you feel how the penetration works. So the less complex, the better. So now this foot behind, like that, and turn. Yeah, like that, and this tuck in, like that. Can you see, even before we start, it's like a fake scenario for this structural practice. So you sink down, a little bit wider, and I'm here. So the first thing is I hold, can you feel there is a power? And with that power, I start adjusting my body, because right now it's like everybody else, you're all like this. So without moving here, I go, okay, I found that position. From this position, I feel I can actually go like this. I can pivot on the heel and rotate like this. So if you're here, can you see it's not possible? So you find this position here. And then the next thing is do not lean over. Okay? So sink enough so this connects to the rear foot. So now it's all tight. And now I use a little bit of power, but let go of my hand. No, you go, I let go. You feel that? Otherwise, can you feel there's power here? To let go and only use this hand to direct my power. I can actually tease myself a little bit. And now, in here. So you look at the alignment here, this deviated a little bit. You feel that? Okay, this didn't. So this is right online. Once it's online, then I can go here, here, and here. So this is a spiral. It's online, and then you go here. So that you think you turn, but the line is right in the middle of the spiral. Anytime. You understand that?
Now what exactly the points you point?
Yeah, there are. So first of all, go here. So if you go behind me here, go here. Yeah, from my finger here.
Go the finger closer.
Yeah, from my finger to my front finger, it's straight line going right through to
Coming?
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter where. Like the
whole line.
Yeah, you can see there's a line going right here.
Oh, okay.
When I make my move, I make that line shorter, but it cannot deviate. So a spiral makes it shorter, but here I can connect here to here with this little bit of room here. But this means I deviate it. It won't connect back. So now can you see that? That line is still there, it's still there. So meaning the spiral is like this. So imagine there is a line here. Now you imagine a line from here to here. There's a line. So the sideways move has to be in such an angle that it comes back. If it's like this, then it's off. So it can be big, but it has to be like this. And then it has to be like this. So your movements must be like that, wrapping around that invisible line. And that invisible line has to be straight. And that's why we have to do this with a lot of pretending, setting up. Because if you move all the time, we can't guarantee that line. All movements are useless. We cannot train. So the best actually is to find a physical thing, like that rubber, tie it on something, tie it on here, and that rubber naturally curves without deviating from the line. And when you pull it. So with a person, sometimes you get into a tug of war, and then you deviate from that line. So you understand that now? So now that's one. Two is here, so you stand here. Is while I have this line here, and so now you just assume I have it, you're not here to see it, just to trust that I have a line there, that I did not break it. See, can you see roughly it broke? But see, like, the line is still there. Now you see it moves. This, can you see it's moving in our ilu? So and when I complete it, if you let go, because otherwise you have to jump. Okay? Right? If I complete this, you'd be, because there's a lot of power. Now, while doing that, you look in here. You initially always imagine it's right here, as you use power because you use your heel. And the heel lines up here, the line is roughly here. So there is a vertical line, I have to rotate on it. Can you see there's a vertical line? If I move it, it would be like this. So if it's here, it would be like this. When it's here, you can feel it's perfect. What does that mean, perfect? It means stagnant. So the vertical line has to be 51% or 49. If it's on the 50-50 or double heavy, it's good, but you are unable to move. So when we do Tai Chi, most of the time, if we synchronize, we're double heavy. We got caught in 50-50. But otherwise, we wobble and see, look, there's power, but you lost it. So 40-60 no good, 30-70 no good, 50-50 no good, 51-49. Or that's my word, my explanation. The Tai Chi explanation is called 50-50 plus 1 grain. It's almost perfect. You add 1 grain of what? We call that 1 unit. You can say 1 millimeter. You can say in a large scale 1 inch, or you can say 1 of something to break that balance. And if it's too big, you create too much, either too much slack or too much tightness. Only 1 grain can be added to it. So now you see here, eventually you watch this here. Every move, there is a rod here. I just use the exaggeration for you to see my hand comes in, elbow comes in, this foot rotates on this here. Here. Otherwise, you always will see it like this. And then you will see it here. So to make this vertical line straight is very, very difficult. And so you require the cooperation of your opponent. And then when we can do it, then you tighten up a little bit. At the beginning, we say, just give 5 pounds. And the tension is like a very thin elastic. See, too heavy. Hold here hard. Make your body lighter. Still too heavy, so I hold you, pull it. Yeah, pull. Can you see? I have pressure, but only that much. But now watch. 10 pounds, right? Can you feel that? Now go again. See, it's 20 pounds. It's much heavier, but very consistent, right? So the problem is, even that feedback, you cannot replicate that feedback. So you go, I'll show you what that, I'll let everybody get a feel. So, yeah, just one hand, you are pulling, I'm holding you here. Yeah, can you, I don't, so you put your finger here, so that by doing this here, he's not allowed to lean back. Now see, his center is stronger. Okay, so I give you 5 pounds. Can you feel that? Consistent, right? Yeah. Go. It's 7 pounds, right? Watch. It's 10 pounds, right? 25 pounds. Can you feel everywhere is 25 pounds? It's very important. So in the end, because of that consistency, the consistency of my resistance makes you relax. I can be very strong, but still makes you relax. It's the jerkiness in your actions causing your opponent, the trainer, to become stiff because you feel it's unpredictable, you're scared. So if it's very consistent, you just have to learn to deal with it. you can be more laid back. Okay? You do that. Breathing. Okay? Get ready. Okay, go. Can you feel that? You feel that? Can you feel it's heavier? You lost your elbow. Okay? Elbow not enough. Pull up. Unless you lost it again. Go. No, it's still not there. Yeah. So you should stop early because the more you did, in the end, your elbow-hand relationship got lost. I'll show you when you got lost. Okay? Go. Yeah. See, the elbow is leading. In with elbow. Good. 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 Good.
Yeah.
Still good. Still good. At this time, it's still good. You guys saw, right? I didn't look at it, but I can feel it. Yeah. Go again. Yeah, it's lost already. Just a little bit of adjustment. Yeah, that's it. It's from here, right? You rotate here a little bit. This is fine. If it was stiff, you go, you see. Can you feel that? And rotate that. Yeah. Okay, that's good. You felt that I give you more pressure, but it's not a fight. So only by doing that, but you can physically achieve this with something, without a partner, like a rubber band. At the beginning, one, now double it. It's heavier. Because it will never give you sudden moves, you can relax and figure out how to do it. Your body gets the training. Otherwise, you're always worried about your opponent doing something to you. Okay, relax the wrist. Okay, elbow in. No, your elbow in, that move was inefficient. That in has to pull on here. Yeah, there's still wastage. Now elbow is too short. Don't move. Stay there. Other hand on your elbow. Pull your elbow. Yeah. Feel the difference. So it's very pure, right? If that other hand is not there, you go. That's stupid. Okay? Elbow out. There. No, elbow away. You are two here. Go. Out, up. Yeah. Now turn waist. Now you went to your hand. Did you feel that? You can see that, right? So remember, the hand, when I grab you, or in the future you grab me, this is called rope. You tie me up, you pull the other end of the rope. This here cannot move. Do you understand that? Where you tie me cannot be the action. The action is the other end of the rope. You pull it. So now I did this. You totally ignore it. I finished. That's good. The other end is your elbow. All power must be on the elbow. Go. No, I felt it on your hand. I pinched you there. Okay? Go. Elbow. Use the other hand. Lead your elbow. No, it came to here. Okay? You feel that? It means you rotated too much. Can you grab his elbow and lead him? That's it. Can you see?
Let me try.
You feel that now? There you go. It's just the position to you yourself. You change your hand again. But this one was much better than before. Go. Okay? Yeah, still hand too strong. Your elbow went down. Pull up slightly. Yeah. Now start dropping. Yeah, and now pull up away. Yeah. Okay. Now turn waist. No hand. Yeah, go. Turn waist. And you see you got caught here. And use power. I'll let you feel. Use power. Go. Can you feel it's out here? You feel it wouldn't come out. So this here, by the time you can come out, that's called a silk reading. Pulling silk out of an entangled, locked position. And when you use strength, the silk will break here. So do this come in. So we'll go here so you can see. No, face him so we can see. When it's taped, everybody can see. Can you see it's all entangled? And even here, can you see it's? You feel that? Can you feel my action? Can you feel that? So this one, it's called a tela stick. My energy sticks right onto you. There is no deviation. So you hold it here. I'll show you what it feels like. Yeah, just lock me anywhere you want to. Yeah, including here. So you go behind us. Grab me here and lock me here. Lock the two of us together. Yeah. Lock us together. You can, whoever has long arms, lock our shoulders together. Yeah. Okay. No, go behind so he can film it. Yeah, go behind. Go over there. Yeah, yeah, okay. So can you see right now here, the move is like this. But see, look, I stick with the body. You feel my move sticks, and then I turn here. Can you feel that the whole body? You understand that? So by sticking, all my moves are actualized on your body. Otherwise, my moves are independent. You understand that? So if I do it independently, so you can just use whatever method like this on. Yeah. Okay. Here. Okay. Just wonder what method you can see in my hand. Twisting here. Now watch. Okay. Can you feel tension?
Mm-hmm.
You feel that? You feel tension, but watch here. You feel there is no tension.
Yep.
So that because the energy is aligned. So this is very, very important, and that's why we do this again and again. No other technique until you can feel this. Yeah, you do it like a chin out, like yeah, like this. Sure, yeah. On you, so it's tight. Lock it on face. Yeah. So watch here. See, this is tension. Can you feel that? So this is tension. But now there is a line here. So I use my elbow a little bit here. Can you see in this place there is no tension? It just comes out. So remember, because we only have 2 hands, we only have 2 feet, it's not possible for anybody to lock you. The only lock comes from resistance, because it needs 3 points. So people can only grab you in 2 points, and with the rotation it becomes 3. But if you fight that rotation or you fight that power, it becomes 3 and you actually are locked up. If you follow, and you won't be locked up. So this is very, very, very important gradually. So to be able to open that, go with the vein, we say is like cut through, not cut across the vein. If the veins are like this, you have to go like this, instead of doing this. So that's a part of the energy alignment. To use a word very common, I don't know whether it's appropriate to you, your hair is like that, not like mine. You need to comb it unless you want that particular method. But if it's all entangled, I can grab it. But if it's combed, when I grab, it just I can't hold on to it because everything is clearly combed. It's straight. So if it's all entangled and it's long, I can grab one place, got your whole head. So that's what entanglement is. So if you can just twist me any way you want to. Yeah, and see here? So my actions, you watch. And you see here, it locks everything up. But this is the alignment. So if I go like this, can you see you have no control over here? And there is no power involved. But if I move any other way, usually you do a little bit of a push. I don't like it, I fight, and this is the worst position. But see, like, just go right into it. And this will be very useful and easy for you to do after you train this exercise for a long time, that the energy from your elbow opens to your finger, away, long, it's straight, it goes into that alignment all the time without entangling all your power. So now you realize here. So the pain, it works only because I do this. But see, look, it goes right into right? Because you have to power up. Your power has a line. Yeah. If I go with that line, there is no power. If I go against that line, and then because you are structured, I'm not, and I'm on weak spots, and then I get hurt. And so all of these will be usable, and we can use these techniques in the future just by doing this one move. By letting everything go, and whatever the power is, you have to go into it. So eventually you'll see that. So you grab me, you see, yeah, like onto your body, so you see, here. So squeeze really hard. Yeah, not hard. Turn around so you can see. Yeah, squeeze really hard. When it's hard, can you see I can still straighten it out? Can you feel that? So it's straight out already. But if I fight it when you're hard, can you see it works, right? When I fight, if you had 30 pounds, it became 60. But if I straighten it, you got 30, there are only 5 left. So it becomes a matter of just using my finger. So to have the ability, this ability is exactly the same as combing your hair. Do not try to get frustrated and go like this. You just have to be patient. It's like this. At the beginning, because it's caught, there's a knot here, it won't go through. You always like to go like that, but just be patient, go like this until. So this training is, because you always want to do this and make it work, but always like this. Then eventually, we say that the energy channels will be open. And it has to be open on you before you can use it in cooperation with the opening of also your opponent's blocked energy. And fighting is to block energy. So my own energy is blocked, and then plus the opponent wants to block you, that's double the result. So you want to open your own channels, and I shouldn't use those words, but open the path, the alignment, and then eventually work with your opponent and continue to open until you work in a way that you bypass his power and go into that line. So who has not tried it? I want to help you feel.
No,
Yeah. Okay, you want to use this one for him to see. I'll grab you and relax. Yeah. Okay, so you do the move now. Okay. Good. Here. Not bad. More stable. Okay, go. Stop. Don't move here. Pull back. No, pull right here. Yeah, go. Yeah, two. Can you see you deviated? Yeah, see, like I put a dot here. He was going for here. Okay. Can you see? So somebody, see, I put a dot here. Your elbow was aiming here. So go right here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So can somebody come? Yeah. Lead his finger there. No, lead him here. Yeah. Okay. Go. No, still not there yet. That's it. Now do it again. Okay. Still, it's getting a little bit short. Still a little bit short. Go here. Yeah. Okay. Do it again. Go back and try it again. This time, land here. First try. Okay. Go. No, see, one back again. Okay. Can you see that?
No, I cannot see it.
Yeah, you can, but we can all see. So this is what training is about. Your training habits. You don't want to defy my instructions, but your body does not know. So we have to help you slow down, let you feel what it feels like the elbow touching this spot. And then when it becomes habitual, you can use it. Okay? Now stop. Go here. Now go in. That's it. Stay there. Remember that spot? Do it again. No. So right now, because the shoulder is locked, therefore there is no possibility. So when you move it here, the shoulder is locked. Your top has to do some wiggling because it cannot rotate. Okay, learn to do this without the head. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I'll give you the pressure. Go. Okay. Can you feel that? Now go again. I'll give you more pressure. And you went back. Right? See, can you see it went back again? So you saw what happens, and we have the video. So when there is time, you should do this at least 1,000 times until it's here. It's very important you are here. Everybody is here. And this 1 inch makes the difference. Because over here is called the half line. I'll show you. Put your hand here. Yeah, just with your fist. So it's pinpoint. Yeah, here. And I'm standing here. Push it, you see. You caught my whole body. Through here, you caught all of it. But if it's on this side, you didn't catch it. And so the difference is crucial. It's only 1 inch. Everybody is naturally short of 1 inch. We have to make up for it. See, we're always here. It has to be here. You know that, right? So make a physical mark. Yeah. It's right here. It's right here. It's too long for you. You can't reach it. So So let me tell you why. The position is a place where your arm is too short. You won't reach. Why? Yeah, because shoulder is tight. See, if the shoulder is tight, if I pretend to be tight, can you see here? It's just you have no room for it. But when the shoulder is open, can you see all of a sudden your bicep becomes longer? Then why is it that it's difficult for you to do? Because you haven't opened certain related joints. Once this is relaxed, this elbow can move to places where you couldn't move before. So this is very, very important. Remember, it's about structure. And when you are reformatting your body to do the structure, the small moves are not important, but they are. The move itself is not important. They are because they contribute to the whole structure. Because without that little bit, then your structure is not intact. So sometimes your beam is a little bit like that, but adjusting it, this is not significant. But once you do this, it's straight. Then it helps the whole structure. So this is why. You will notice that at the beginning when you learn this, you are always short. So there are two things on the body. One is that you are always too short. The other is, obviously,
Too long.
you are always too long. So the elbow is always too short. So what's always too long?
Finger.
Hmm?
Finger.
No, the elbow refers to the bicep. This area is always too short. This is always too long. So watch here. The rotation here, this is why your quad has to be open. If the quad is not open, there is no movement. There is no movement like this here. Your quad is like this. When it's like this, when this is designated into this shape, when you rotate it, it becomes too long. It has to go somewhere. Or it becomes too long. It has to go somewhere. So because of this length on your body, you can physically measure this part is too long. And this part is also too long. These are the two parts on your body that are too long. You have to train. So you look at this part here, it has to be like this. So you touch me here. This line, feel the line, put it here, and stretch up. Yeah, you feel that here? This is stretched up. So if you move like this part is too long. So, but it's always there. Now you just put it there, you feel how I do it. Can you feel this part? Without bending, it becomes short. But normally, everybody does that. Naturally, when you fight, you make Tai Chi moves, you have to do that. But what's the normal method of doing that? By doing this, it becomes short. And so at the beginning, it works. But you also lose your stability. But if you do this and your opponent falls down, you're fine because you lose the stability. It doesn't matter. He's already on the floor. But eventually, your opponent becomes better. This, you still have a flaw on you. You have a good technique plus a flaw. You want a good technique without that flaw. It becomes, can you see change in size? But know this and know this. So this is one. Another is over here. So you touch here. Yeah, here against here. And not precise. To show you there. And you feel that length. So at the beginning, it's always like this. So once, can you feel it becomes shorter? Can you feel that? So because the ball is very big, by rotating it, you become 1/4 of an inch shorter. And that makes enough room on your body for it. If your body size has no room for it, you are knocking yourself out. You understand that? So imagine you are what's that word? You are a body, is constrictor a word? Not that. You can fold your body into a box. What are those?
Contortionists.
Contortionists. If you're a contortionist, you won't fit into that box if there's one piece of you that's too long. So you have to rotate until every part. You see the joints? The beauty of the joint is that it actually is only this long here, but the joint protrudes because it's like this. So your joint used to be like that, but if you can do this, it becomes shorter. And that shorter, again, we're talking fractions of an inch. And because when you don't fit, you don't fit. But if it's a little bit smaller, you come in, and then everything is fine. So that's very, very important to remember that structure has to do with trying to make every part of your body the same length. And whenever it's not the same length, don't use it. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? I'll give you an example. Okay? So look at, grab me like this. Yeah, feel the length. You do this by sensitizing yourself to that length. Can you feel that? Now, take this one off. This one stayed here. And put the other hand here. So this length is shorter. So don't use it. Put this hand here. Here, squeeze them. It's the same length. So when that happens, can you see it became short? So what does that mean? Do not make that move. So make this move. Can you see here? Make this move. If you do this, can you see it became short? Right. So this, once you understand this one, this is why we say you have to have a suspended head. In relation to your shoulder, the other side of your head to this side of your shoulder has to be exactly the same length as the two shoulders length. It must be totally identical. And if you do this, it's not identical. If you do this, it's not identical. So when you're doing this, you have to stretch here against here. And because there is another one, they all must be same lengths. And if they're not, your body will fall apart. So you can't make something with different lengths. Meaning you can't make a square box and one of the 2x4s is different, of a different length. And if that happens, it's very, very important when we do that. Your turn. Okay. Okay. Okay, be a little bit stronger. Okay. Overall, your body is a little bit slanted. No, stay there. Okay, go. Okay, now pull straight before you turn. Don't rotate your elbow yet. Pull straight down. Yeah. Now, you feel that? It's almost running out of space, then rotate. Yeah. Almost running out of space, rotate your waist. Yeah, so that's, the last one was a wobble. You saw that, right? You felt that, right? Okay, let's go into 1 and 2. Okay, yeah, straight, down, no, in. No, it went back. You're going backward. Go here. That's it. Feel that. Okay, pull it up. Okay, now concentrate on your head. Go back a little bit. Establish a short rod. Rotate. Lead with your waist. No, don't collapse. Go. Yeah, not tight enough. Strong. Lock. Yeah. But not lead. Don't lead here. Lead with the center. So watch. Okay? You're here. Watch here. Rotate here. Do not do moves. Do you understand? Do not do individual moves. Just like that. One piece. Because at that point, that's the last move that go in, pull up. Yeah. So you feel uncomfortable, I'm very strong, but if you don't move, lock everything, only rotate starting from here. There is a rod. Lock this leg, weld it on. Go. You see, loose. Can you see? There's an individual move, right? Go. And here, loose. Last part, you need to be tight. That tightness, because remember, Tai Chi is very complex, meaning there are times you have to be loose, there are times you have to be precise, there are times you have to be holistic, there are times you have to lock. So do not believe that Tai Chi is loose all the time. There are times, it's like any action, you have to walk, you have to land, you have to move, you have to be light, you have to be heavy. And this walking, that gripping part, you don't realize it's very heavy. Because if you have no friction, you'd be like Michael Jackson. And you never get anywhere. So any human action in reality involves a multifaceted of things. So we must express that. So there is a straight move, there's a rotational move, there's a curved move, and there is a loose move, there is a tight move. They are all in there, in that one action. And that's why this is foundational. It's not a particular exercise for a technique. It's foundational, trains your body. The last part, I'll show you. When I pull him, you watch me. So the last part here, we're here. Stand here, watch him. So yours is, he is strong here. He's not going anywhere. So you started, can you see, or lost. So lock here into here. When you turn here, can you see it's one piece. So this is one piece. Do not do this. And that locking is very precise, only on the power. When you use power, lock. As soon as your power is finished, you have to let go. You understand that? Because when you use power and be tight, you can't last. Because when you last, you will know. If you try to last, your body will start vibrating. And that's because power cannot really last. And that's why even electricity is in cycles. It cannot be there all the time. We always move in cycles to mediate that shortage. Because you just cannot have that steady supply. Who's next? I'll keep it. So we use this here. Yeah, and just relax first. You don't do that. Yeah. Okay, relax, relax. Okay. Slowly, slowly, slowly. All right, slowly. Go. Slowly. That's good. Stop, stop, stop. Too much already. Go back a little bit. Yeah. Go. That's it. That's it. From there, do not engage the muscles here. Do not engage. Only grab yourself here like this. Yeah. Can you pull that? Pull right onto here, straight. No, no, no. Use the other hand. Yeah. Pull yourself there. That's correct. As soon as your hand is gone, these parts will start to work. This mental thing is very strange. Go, go. Still not enough. You pull harder. Grab and pull it. See that line? Is that okay? Stop. And now pull it up. Don't move. Okay. Now the whole body rotate. Very good. Rotate it too much. You can rotate lots, but towards the end, his body collapsed. Yeah. Only the first rotation there, your body was intact. So the last move, let me explain to you what the last move is. There is a rod, thick rod. There is a spike here. So if somebody is standing in front of the spike, when you rotate, if the spike is firmly welded onto the rod, the spike is going to kill you. But if the spike wobbles, it won't kill you. Do you understand that? So in the end, the rotation will cause the arm to be a powerful weapon. There's no power on the arm, there's only a lock. So if you lock the arm onto here, this rotation causes this to be strong. But there's no local power. You only use your power to stabilize. Lost the power, you hold me, hold the wrist. Yeah, over here. I'll show you the feeling. You were doing this, the energy got left. But the elbow here, can you feel it went? You understand that? It's a very, very small thing, but our body does not have that sensitivity. That's it. How did you do that? yeah, serious, yeah. Now, the hand is good, but the elbow is in the wrong place. Too late. Remember that here? It's as, now, plot your trajectory from here to here. So you have to have a slight curve. You can't go here and move in here. Because I drew that you can't do this. You have to come down smoothly. So put your finger here. Yeah. Now this is going to end up there. It's not going to be here. Okay? Relax here. Okay, go. Yeah. Don't look at me. Just look at me. Look at me. I'm your opponent. Now, don't move anything. Head. Don't move your head. Can you see if he does not move his head, I lose balance. Now, already elbow is short. That's why. So, elbow up. Now lock. So use your hand here, grab here, backward. Yeah, lock tight. Now turn your waist. That's it. If you actually lock it when you turn your waist, the hand is strong. If there is a slack, your hand is not strong. So you, okay, I'll hold you properly. Go. Don't use your hand. Elbow. You feel the difference. Go more. As you do more, head up, be strong. Yeah. Hold. No hand, elbow. Use the other hand to yank your elbow onto your own body. That's it. Now pull it up. Yeah. Okay. Do not move. Rotate your waist. That's it. Very good. Now apply that when we're fighting. So do this until it becomes like typing. And once you learn how to type, do you really know what you're doing with your fingers? But are you wrong? Do you understand? So the Tai Chi skill has to be the equivalent of that. Is that you really do not know what happened to your fingers, but your fingers are not wrong. The sequence is never wrong. Because your fingers must follow the instruction of the letters on that paper. You cannot, if the paper says ABC, you cannot put C in front. But the finger knows. And you just, all other people and yourself know is you are just acting, and other people will only see fingers move. But the sequence is embedded. And why? That's what we call habit. And habit is physically trained. So that move we did, that's why I want to spend a day. And you usually should spend 3 months doing this one move.